friends, welcome back to Nelly Sisters YouTube channel. I'm Neha Sara. In today's session, we are going to discuss about Gautama Buddha. So, what was his original name? Before knowing about him, you should do a thing. It is, first almost, like, share, comment and subscribe this channel and share your ideas in the comment section below. So let's move on to our video. First almost, who was Gautama Buddha? His original name is Siddhartha. He is born in Lumbini in Kapilavastu in Nepal. And also, the very important thing about Buddha is his enlightenment. It was done in Bodh Gaya, Bihar. And he delivered his first sermon at Sana, which is also an important occupational place where it is significant in the case of Buddha. And the next one is about the nirvana of Buddha. It was done in Kushinara. What do you mean by nirvana? It refers to the death. So he died in Kushinara. So this is a little bit of small ideas and information about Buddha. So what were the teachings and principles of Buddha? Comparing to the early Vedic period and the later Vedic period, there were so many differences. What the role Buddha came in these cases, as well as what all things were by used to got a wide change or was change in the society on the people because of Buddha's principles and his type of ways of teaching. So what all made it significant? What all made Buddha as an enriched person? It is all his principles. First almost let's understand what all the principles was of Buddha. He gave us 4 principles. It is about life of desire. As we know that all of our lives and all human beings in the world have desires in their life. So what he teaches to the common people is that life is full of sorrows. Desire is the cause of sorrow. If desire is destroyed, sorrow will disappear. To achieve the eightfold path, Ashtanga Marga should be followed. So what all things can we understand and what would be the conclusion for this one? Yes, as it teaches that the full life is full of sorrows, where the main cause of these sorrows is desire. As well as he says that when you decline your desire, then you will be happy. Then the sorrows will also disappear from your life, which means you will be happy ever live. So he says how to remove or how to destroy these type of desire from life and to make and to live in a peaceful as well as a good life in the earth itself, the world itself. He makes the people understand to follow the eightfold path known as the Ashtanga Marga. So what all things are there in the Ashtanga Marga? Okay, when we are studying and understand what is the main concept of Ashtanga Marga and what would we study from it? Before that, the Ashtanga Marga is also known as the middle path. What? The middle path. So let's understand what all things can be, what all things are significantly enriched in these Ashtanga Marga. They are right vision, right intention, right speech, right action, right livelihood, right effort, right awareness, right meditation. Even what is the role of meditation in the social life? It is very important to know peace in life, to understand ourselves, to control our breath, to all a lot of things, to understand our soul, to change our soul, so many decisions. Meditation is the most powerful thing in the world itself. Like Act 2. So meditation, right intention, right action, right vision, right action, which would we should say like karma. Tosh said that whatever we do is about our karma, right? So right action, right execution itself, right livelihood, right effort, right awareness. So these type of 8 important things are referred in Ashtanga Marga. Now, as I told you in the introduction about the early life as well as the later Vedic period, in those periods, the society was declined or was against so many things related to women's agriculture, economically secureness of the society like that. So, what all teachings and principles of Buddha made it along a good way? Like yagas, sacrifices which were prevailed from the Vedic period itself. Let's understand them very simply. As I already took this once class separately in my one or two videos, if you want to see it, just check the description or check the YouTube channel, then you will get the video also. So let me give you a little good and understanding about this one. As well as the yagas, the sacrifices were prevailed from the Vedic period. The Vedic period is separated into two, as the early Vedic period and the later Vedic period. In the early Vedic period, the yagas, the sacrifices were very simple and not very hard. But in the case of the later Vedic period, these yagas made us very huge as well as extremely hard. Like that, over there, the yagas, the type of cattle rearing was also done. The domestication of animals was also done in the period of later Vedic period. So over there, as well as the Vedic system arrived, like there, the Aryans, as we know that the Gangetic plain. Okay. So over there, the Vedic system made the agriculture economic very bad. As it is because of that, cattle are needed for agriculture purposes. Because of the yagas, these type of cattle were killed, which was a big threat to the agriculture sector itself. As well as we know the Varna system, right? The Kshatriyas and the Shudras were mainly evolved in the agriculture. So, this made the agriculture sector be less than declining economical secureness in the society. So, the teachings of Buddha and the principles of Buddha made it against the people, think against these type of yagas. Yeah, as well as we already knew that these type of yagas were prevailed as in the case and because of the concept of religion. Because of the religious matters, yagas were as much prevailed. So, over here itself, the Buddha's principles and ideas of those periods made it very relevant to make that type of rituals as well as actions to make decline. So right over here also the declination of women's. In the early Vedic period, women got high prideness as well as women were high social status were given for women. But in the later Vedic period, this was totally declined. The high status of women declined. The status of women in the society itself declined in the later Vedic period. But in the case of the Buddha's teachings and Buddha's studies and principles, sanghas were made. In those sanghas, without any varna system or anything, women as well as men got equal attention. Whereas women as well as men worked together. No type of gender cases were taken over there. Like this, sanghas, what are sanghas first itself? Sanghas are groups which provides new ideas of these Buddha teachings as well as whoever declined their family itself for these type of Buddha teachings and the good life of the people. So over here too, the declination of the woman's status in the later Vedic period was also a big thing in the case of Buddha's teaching, which also made women also in a highly status in the society. So right over here, we understood that as well as comparing the early Vedic period and the later Vedic period, there were any very big changes in those two cases of the Vedic period. And the Buddha teachings and principles as well as Sanghas made a great change in these type of changes happened in the later Vedic period from according to the early Vedic period. So this is the thing that how Buddha engaged and enrolled in the life of the people in those periods. So I hope this video made so many information for you. Like this, I will give you some more ideas and informations, new videos. We should see in the next video. Before that, if you have any new points and ideas, include and give in the comments. Subscribe, like and share. Let's see in the next video. Till then, bye bye.